Welcome back to another first impressions, this time for the anime, The Holy Grail of Eris. Synopsis on any list. Betrayed by her fiancé's lover and sentenced to public execution, Constance Grail, a plain viscount's daughter, known for her honesty, faces death, until a mysterious voice offers salvation. Scarlet Castiel, a noblewoman long thought dead, may be her only hope. Together, these unlikely allies uncover a dark conspiracy lurking in the heart of high society, where betrayal, secrets, and power collide. So we have somewhat of a mystery mixed with some potential revenge. So to explain this a little bit, now we have Scarlet Castiel, who is a black-haired woman. She got executed 10 years ago because she supposedly poisoned someone and supposedly was behind a lot of other stuff. So she got publicly executed, and we have her ghost person, more or less, or ghost version in the story. And Constance Grail, who is the blonde girl, she got in some hot water, she got framed, and Scarlet, the ghost Scarlet, offered to help her. She was able to take over Constance's body, helped her out, and in return she wants Constance to help her find out what happened 10 years ago and get revenge. So we have Constance Grail together with ghost Scarlet Castiel. Now, in those first 3 episodes, we find out a lot more about different characters. We find out a little bit about Scarlet Castiel, what kind of character she was 10 years ago, and what kind of character she is right now. She seems a very strong woman that is very steadfast and, is not really the one that people bully. But she also doesn't seem to be someone like a villainess. She doesn't seem bad. She's not necessarily nice, but she doesn't seem to do bad stuff. At least as far as we know. Now, Constance Grail, she is from the Grail house, which is known for their honesty. She is more or less unknowing about how noble society works, what is going on behind the scenes, what can go on. So we have this contrast of a person that is very nice, very honest, and a person that is willing to do but she's willing to play a little bit dirty in Scarlet. And together they try to uncover what is happening. And there seems to be a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. In the first 3 episodes, we have a lot of little bits and pieces we uncover. We are trying to meet old friends of Scarlet. We are finding some hints towards a possible, not sect, but somewhat of a group that is behind the scenes. It's a little bit unclear right now in the first 3 episodes, but overall it's an interesting mystery. I like the show quite a bit. I like that we have Constance Grail, which is a somewhat honest character, which normally I don't like these kind of very happy-go-lucky characters, but in those 3 episodes she shows that she's willing to forsake her honesty if that is going to help her reach the goal of finding out what happened. We have Scarlet Castiel, which seemed very... At the beginning, she seemed very, I'm going to do whatever I can to get to my goal. But we see that she's, she may be a strong woman, but she has people that she cares for. She has people that she's weak against. And she may not be willing to do whatever it takes to get her revenge. And together they try to solve this this issue. There's more going on behind the scenes. There seem to be groups of people going on. We have people that may be enemies of us or maybe friends. We don't really know. No one is really overly friendly, which I really like. Everyone is in it for themselves, but they are willing to give you a helping hand, so to say. And it's about solving this mystery. I do quite like it. I like all the characters that we got introduced to. I like all the stuff that is happening. I did not really like the beginning. In the beginning, Constance Gray gets framed for something and it felt stupid, to be honest. However, it does make somewhat sense because you have this whole situation happening in a more or less open environment where a lot of nobles are around. Now, some of those, they can rectify the situation, they can clear up misunderstandings, but they are not really willing to for different reasons. Apart from one, there's like a knight that, in my opinion, there's no reason for him to not go and step in. But we also find out later on that these nobles, they may not be willing to interfere because this is essentially entertainment for them, which is also interesting. It shows a little bit of the dark side of these nobles. So I quite like it. It has enough good characters. It has enough of a mystery that I am definitely going to keep watching it and hope it continues being decent. Ratings, Anilist has it at 68%, my anime list at 7.08. For me, for the first 3 episodes, I would give it an 8 out of 10. It is solid so far. It has a couple weaknesses, but a lot of the stuff you can explain. I hope it keeps on being decent. We will have to see, but so far I enjoyed the first 3 episodes quite a bit.